Welcome back to Hey Eintracht Frankfurt. We are live today in Philadelphia. You know me, Chris, from Detroit, Michigan.
John from Washington, D.C. Matt from New York making his major comeback today.
Major comeback. Today it's all about the comeback. I hope everybody can hear us. I hope you're having a great time celebrating Eintracht here in the USA. We have a script today. We're not going to follow it. We're just going to have some fun, have some beverages. John's still in recovery from last night. We don't need to talk about last night. Do we want to talk about last night?
Yeah, you guys got after it. I got a text message from Chris this morning saying that he's on a bachelorette party. Something crazy like that.
What happens in Philly stays in Philly.
We had a good time last night. That's all. You know, a lot of fans here, they're good people, a lot of good times. So that's what matters.
Big Tom's here. We got EFCs from Austin, Philadelphia, all over the place. The world famous Fat Boys are here. Absolutely outstanding scene. If you're in Philadelphia, come down to Brauhaus Schmitz on South Street and grab a drink, grab some swag. Let's chat Eintracht. So let's recap Louisville for a little bit here before we get into the fun stuff here. You watch a match. We watch a match. Not a lot to take away from early season friendlies, but good to see the guys out there get some legs under them. Anyone that surprised you stood out?
I think Marvin Dales was one player that I was pleasantly surprised with that game. He obviously ended up getting overloaded with a goal later, and I think he did a lot of good running. And he's a young talent. He's not going to be playing this season. So it's just good to see those guys get on the pitch and see them in a jersey for us. Not easy to watch the second team for us. So it's nice to see that. Played really well.
The experience of being on tour, I think, was a big deal too. To be around the guys, train with the senior team. He'll probably end up loaned somewhere or with the youth team, but I think that the minutes in training with these guys, traveling and being part of that team is a big deal.
Well, that's the biggest thing I think in summer courts. Right? It's all about getting experience from these younger kids. But even some of the guys that haven't played much last year, like see if they get some minutes and stuff like that. Big time. But no, I mean, Louisville was just unexpected. I mean, it's nice to have a little comeback going at the same time. I think it was also nice to be back from what we did with against Aston Villa. And no, I mean, I think there's some everything like that. I think we're gonna have some good youth and hopefully some value to it. Yeah, the profitability that we have.
It was interesting watching them play the Heat. It was hot as hell down there. It's a big difference from the training camps in Austria and the cooler climates that they trained in Europe. I don't know if that's an advantage or disadvantage. I mean, you're a player. The heat sucks, right? But
yeah, I mean, the heat sucks, but I think it's an advantage either way because it's a conditioning situation, right? That's why switching it to American sports, a lot of professional athletes come from Florida, Texas, but heat place. So this is good training for them. I mean, it works out either way, whether it's really, really hot or high altitude. As long as you live at a little altitude, your body understands how to cope with that, then you're going to be a good athlete. I mean, that's all really about soccer. It's all about.
And these guys have world-class training.
Exactly. And the best food, and they're getting everything on top of it. So. Just watching that game against the city. I don't know if it was the camera or what, but all of our guys, with the exception of Bills, essentially, just get so much bigger and stronger than the city. Yet that's when you get up to a level of high-end leadership, it requires so much commitment that it is helpful for these guys to adapt to different conditions because they're going to be playing in almost freezing conditions here as well. Right. So just being able to handle different environments, I think is good.
Matt, it's been requested that you drink more. Any more questions?
Is there a player, because you guys obviously were there in person, it's a little different. You were there in person, it's a little bit different on the TV. Was there any player that you saw was had a good offseason, was physically built, or they've improved a lot, not like an Tats or RC, because I'm sure the studs. Was there somebody that was wow, okay, big improvement?
The two that come to mind, they're already I didn't realize how big they are. The physically gifted, huge nature of Christensen and Amanda. Those guys are both built like tanks.
Yeah,
Like
I believe that.
you see how they're both very physical players, but the way they also manage that size, I think is a big deal. It's one thing to have size; it's another thing to use it the right way.
Right.
And where we've had some other guys that come in and use their physical play too much, I think those two guys really impressed me in person, seeing how they manage that physicality.
Right, which is a good thing because now with the loss of two, we probably need some extra physicality out there, you know.
So let's talk about Tuta because that's a big topic right now. There's a hole in our defense. Obviously, Marcus Croce has got time to make moves. I'm glad that that happened now instead of it in late August when we're already in season. There's time to get somebody in, get them in late camp and out there. But how do you fill that hole?
I think that role needs to be filled extensively. I know you're just talking about it, and it's been impressive. I still haven't seen it up yet. It's been so far. I think because Tutor's left, he may get some minutes, and he should. We need to really see what we've got in him. But I would like to bring in someone else who has experience in the big league. I know there are talks about it to go that but someone in that role. We're playing three competitions. Locale. There are going to be a lot of games, but going to be tough games. And to more depth we have, it's good to get a fee for the two right? 15 million. It's a solid fee for a 26-year-old center back who had only one year left on his contract. He's going to leave next summer anyway. So it's good in that regard. But he has been a really integral piece of our defense. So it's a big loss. So let me ask you this then: are we still playing three in the back? Or we play five? In my vision, I see that biggest kid, Bobby Call, Clarkson's hands, and then Rasmus Christensen, Nathaniel Brown on one side, and Alsh on the other side, maybe.
I think it depends who you get to replace him. I mean, you can't just play the formation for the sake of it. You have to work to the strength of the players.
We've shown this last year that our formation is really we can start in the formation, and it's not the same whether we're attacking or defending. It's very quick out of game. I do think that now it probably lends itself more to the back. We're right now, Taylor as the center backs, Christensen right back, that they don't want to back. But I think it's very timely left that. So you kind of want to play that pulling back so yeah, we'll see. But again, it's very good.
I'm going to send John out to get us an interview. Go get me Matt from DC. Give me an handshake.
While he does that, is Tuta a Frankfurt legend?
Tuta is, I wouldn't say legend. It's not legend status, but Tuta certainly deserves a lot of respect for the time he put in.
Yeah.
We developed him from so young to becoming a really solid contributor, and he followed a legend himself. And I think that's hard to do. So, all right, great. Guest number one, the best. Hand over that mic. Nobody wants to hear Matt anymore. Angie from EFC Austin joining us here live around the world. Angie, one of the commenters asked, who's been the most fun and interactive player in the meetups that we've had this week? Which player did you enjoy talking to most?
Was Chandler. It's always going to be Chandler. This year, I actually sat down with Kevin.
You just had so much fun. Yeah.
Makes sense. I woke up and you could tell his passion.
Yes.
His secret passion for Eintracht Frankfurt, and I don't know if somebody will agree, but we were here on Thursday.
Today's all blend together.
Yeah, I know. And then we sang the chant, and he was like already
Going along with it.
Yeah.
I think for those that haven't had the opportunity to interact with these players, they're regular people like us, and we sometimes put them on this pedestal because they're world-class athletes. But the ability to sit down and just have a conversation. My daughter is playing tic-tac-toe, and I see some paper. I mean, and really, frankly, fair dust, they're kids.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Well, and that's actually, you said, yeah, everything blends together. But in Louisville, the fan out in Louisville, I spoke with Evo in German. It's Evo here because it's an E. You say so talk to him, and yes, man, they're young. They're 16. And so I was wearing a football shirt. It says Austin, and it's speaking in German. And yeah, I've been to Texas, been to Dallas, so 2 years ago with the Dallas Cup. And then I was like, wait a minute. I was there 2 years ago with the Dallas Cup, and I scrolled through my pictures, and there he was. And he said, "Oh, I know those kids," and that's just,
That's good. Tell me a little bit about EFC Austin. And for those that don't know, follow EFC Austin Adler on Instagram. You'll get to meet Ostilla, the coolest mascot
I didn't
in
have to work today because he didn't get a ticket. So.
No, I had the pleasure of watching a match with EFC Austin. You guys do a phenomenal job organizing down there. Really good merch. Hit Angie up on Instagram. Get a scarf, get a shirt. She'll send some stickers along. It's really an exciting thing. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Exactly. So just answer one thing. No, I'm super excited because this is our 10th year. So, well, no, we're coming up to our 10th anniversary. That's what I'm saying. So, which is great. I mean, amazing. I feel like we just started. But now over the time, we were the third one, or one of the first EFCs here in America for USA, and now, especially in the last few years, more and more popping up and being in the information. And yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's just good to see them grow. My last question for you: you've done a lot of these tours. You've seen the club growing in your stateside presence. How does that feel for you that you were kind of part of the start of that, the founding of American ESCs and watching it grow? I mean, this seems truly remarkable.
the biggest one that we had, I mean, last year already said the tailgate in Louisville was already bigger than, I mean, was a couple years ago. Crazy. And
It's been fun watching it grow though, from 2017 to now.
yeah. It was Nathan, I guess, hanging up the flag, and somebody, no, it was Ollie, we were hanging up the flag in the second game in Louisville, and then somebody is like, oh, who's from Austin? Oh, who's CFC Austin? And hey, yeah, it's me. And well, turns out he's a fan in Austin, but had no idea. I mean, it doesn't match up because I didn't speak a word, but also we just gained a new member, which is amazing.
That's great. Well, thank you. You need a drink? Go get a drink. Get some food. Pick one. Put someone on the spot. Could be Matt or.
Okay, I'll bring one over.
Yeah.
Cheers.
This is fun, guys. It's a little bit overwhelming.
Matt's getting upset right now. So
Cool.
after you get that,
So Angie's much better at this than we are.
that doesn't surprise me at all. It's a natural day.
Let's talk about today's match. The third match of the tour. Again, not a lot of expectations given preseason friendly, but match 3, we expect to see a little more coordination, some guys being more comfortable.
Yeah, I think,
Obviously, keep everyone healthy, but what else do you look forward to?
I look forward to seeing us play against the side. I mean, we know us as well. But, it's tough, like, so it's a good test for myself. It's a huge big one. It's the third match of the time. Ultimately, I just want everyone to be healthy. Get it going. And just show chance to win it. And good time. I'm not going to take anything major away from this game. That's okay. That's not the purpose of this match.
Just please stay healthy.
Yeah. No, that really is.
We talked about it off there, that Toa Santos being injured now, like a little bit of a concern there. Thankfully, Kevin Trapp's back to being 100% healthy, but it worries you a little bit that things can happen during these preseason matches.
Yeah, absolutely. Thankfully, if it would have happened today, we need a lot of time to actually fix that issue. But again, I'm not the richest club in the world, so it's hard. It's just the players are going to be subbed out after 45. We're going to see probably 20 players. Some bitches. So that's cool.
I think the 2 players that are going to be big today are Paxton Harrison and Daniel Brown. Americans, especially Paxton Harrison, hometown club. Hopefully, side right. That'd be kind of fun. But yeah, I think of all the American homeboys, especially in the city, like Americans out there, show the Frankfurt brand a little bit more.
It was really impressive the way that the Louisville supporters recognized Timothy Chandler and gave him a standing ovation going off the pitch. He's been such an icon with the national team when he was younger, and the only Frankfurt representative on the World Cup roster back in 2010, was it? I mean, I don't think he played a single minute, but he was there.
On there, yeah.
And like our fans absolutely everyone wants to infectious personality. Saw that when I was on the pitch. It was hard to hear on the TV, but everyone was just cheering so much for him, and I'm sure he'll get some wins today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And like you said about Paxton, I have some high expectations for this guy coming on this year. I think he's a big talented player, very successful, and we need a successor in that kind of attack in that field. Well, Sean Husson is that as well. He can play it, right? Goes back to the like perfect younger and I want to see Sheamus him this year and to show the school show what it's about. That experience and eventually take over for them. Let's get up to the leagues.
How's our depth of the midfield? Is Shiri back? I don't think
He's here a lot.
Yeah.
So he'll probably sit out today because of the injury sustained. But I think to me, as a non-doctor, I think he'll be okay.
Dr. Chris.
I have to make that clear. My wife gets mad when I start diagnosing players. Someone make a seat for royalty here.
Here, where am I sitting? Yeah, you're sitting
Right there. You are live in the world.
Live in the world.
With legendary Matt from EFC Washington. Who just ordered a what do you got there? Ritzel?
That's for Riggins. Yeah, no, so the Frankfurt Schmitz is what they ran it.
Good stuff. So tell us about your, let's talk EFC Washington, D.C. Obviously, I'm familiar with it. Flew down to watch the Europa Cup final with you. You guys have one of the larger groups and the more organized groups. It's a pretty cool thing you got going on.
Hey, started unofficially in 2017. How should I put this? I was kind of sick and tired of all the battle welcome clubs stuff. Developing. I took the inspiration of Dave Mustaine and created my own Megadeth, sort of with Violent Wildlands, Metallica. So I started, and it's just kind of me and my son Riggins, just the two of us. And went to Columbus that year, met a few fans. And then it really picked up in 2018. here in Philadelphia, it's much closer to DC, of course. And just started going from there. And then my buddy runs a pretty hardcore West End fan, and he started an West End club. He was like, "Why don't you start a DC club?" I'm like, "I'm not. It doesn't be official. I'm just trying to gather people." He's like, "Just make a club." And it's like, there's nothing to it. I mean, I looked into it, and it was great. So did the little thing, and officially we started in 2019, 2020. I haven't looked back somewhere there. So
it's cool watching, getting these get-togethers around the country that we've had with the tours. And, our kids hang out, the kids grow together. They go play. They were off playing bar games all night. I don't think I saw them at once. But it's fun to see it grow like that. You pass it on to your son. I pass it on to my child. Someday Matt's going to pass it on to his. And it's one of those things where the club picks you, you don't pick the club. And I think we all have that shared experience where we all come from different backgrounds connections to the club. But when you meet people in Michigan or New York or DC that share that same love for the club, if you're in the States, that's really hard for people to understand. Why wouldn't you follow Barcelona or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich? That's not my club, right? I mean, the club picked me. I did not pick the club.
So let me ask you both this, since you both you started showing DC. I'm gonna try and start a Saratoga Frankfurt club. I got to go to Tom in New York.
I was just in Albany, Troy area. It might be tough picking something.
Yeah, right. There's nothing up there. All right. So I guess what did you guys recommend to start, like, because you just said the club fits you. How can we make it that fans pick the club? Is there a way to American side?
Well, I think there's a balance to that because as much as we want the club following to grow, we want it to be organic. I don't want somebody to wear the shirt just because they think it looks good. I want them to believe in it and really be a part of it. And I think we see that with the people that travel here around the country, some around the country. They're invested in it in a multitude of ways. It's not just what they watch on Saturday. It's what they travel for in the summer. And I think that means a little more when it's like that. So want to grow the fan following, but you want to do it in a very organic way.
That makes sense because you want to make sure that it's like the right way for the follow it. So like, hey, they have this cool player, let's follow the player. Then all of a sudden, when the player leaves, they got to pay your training. Like you got to ride or die.
It takes time, and like the casual fan will link up to them because they family, they work there, study there, whatever. Them winning trophies helps. Them being Champions League helps. And I'll be honest, the teachers help too. I can tell you how many people will send me messages on the side like, "Did you see this?"
Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody wants to go for a loser. You know what I mean? There's that too.
But there have been some lean times too. We when you're a fan of this club, the expectation used to be survival, and you've seen that expectation grow now into winning trophies, and we expect that. And we're in Champions League this year, qualifying in the league for the first time, which was for me a huge step in progress. Now, if we do it again this season, that's where I think the profile of the club will change.
And I think that's where we stand out compared to other clubs in Europe right now. And this is obviously super nice. Like we're almost somewhat in Alexia, but a way more professional wrestling. We're like, hey, yeah, we dealt with like this shit, going to the second league all the time, losing all these good players, and now we found a lot more success, and we're making, like you said, making a second Champions League run. I feel like not a lot of teams have that story where they stayed consistent in that after being so long. You know what I mean?
Wrexham's a little bit different than that, what I mean? Just because they got the TD and the money and the owners and stuff.
But we'll find out if they're real in the championship this season. This is a Bundesliga podcast.
I kind of like going under the radar. I like that part of our club where, people know the crest now. We've been in enough high-profile games. But I kind of like that people don't really know us yet. It's a little bit easier being the underdog and doing the hunting instead of being hunted.
Correct. I agree.
Yeah. So Matt is going to join us. Matt from DC, not you.
There's too many hats around. We have to figure this out.
We're
I'll go Ashley. I'll go Wagner.
I get all the time.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Okay.
We're going to bring Matt in for a kit show, a show all about kits. Because I mean, he's got like an encyclopedic memory of it. But let's talk about some of your favorites.
Let's talk favorite Eintracht kid last 10 years. Yeah.
We just had this conversation.
Did you? You did.
Honestly, I think the one you're wearing is my favorite.
I like this one. This is a top three. I will say the one from 2 years ago, the horizontal black and red stripes. That
Yeah.
inspiration from like late 80s. That's probably my favorite of the last. Just standard kit, you know what I mean? Like the unbuttoned one, the gold one, that's pretty neat. There's a good Champions League kit with crazy patterns on it too.
Yeah.
I seen that around. That was pretty good too.
I like the European kit a couple years ago, the black with a single red stripe down the side, and then it had the mask inside the red.
It's all right. Not my favorite. It's all right.
Hey, for those weird one-off ones, it's okay.
I don't know. I also like the someone's wearing the black, white, and red stripes one. They're next to the those are
I got my refill. Hey, that one's not empty yet.
Hey,
There you go.
take
Chug
away
it. Adam,
Johnson.
you better give her a good tip.
This is tip-friendly show. I'm not going to.
No comment.
What are we drinking? We don't done that?
Oh, we haven't. Wait. We got a graphic for that one.
We got a draft it.
So we got a lot of good drinks, and we'll go first and then here. But
You guys talk about your drinks last night. Let's start off that.
no, again, kid-friendly
He
show.
can't remember.
I rallied pretty good this morning.
Yeah, you're here.
The microphone's the only thing holding back from me. Yeah.
Once camera's off, lights down, lights shut off.
Did you do any bourbon tasting when you were moving?
Yeah, I did a flight at a liquor store / convenience store / tasting area.
I like the liquor store with a flight. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it was good. It was
It was so good he can't remember.
it's many years ago. You know?
I will say this: my wife and I went to a couple of breweries around here. And Human Roma, very awesome. Very good beer over there. If you guys like NBAs, the thermal soaker is very, very good. And then other half. Really.
Oh, they're decent too.
Yeah.
Boston or
No, they started the Finger Lakes. That's where New York. Correct.
Matt, question from the audience. What's your favorite player of all time?
favorite play by time is National Holden.
That's a good one.
German player. He played a vital position, which I like. That center defense right there. I view this one of the most important positions on the team because it really dictates the play offensively and defensively. Never forget during that Euro Cup run in 2019, 2018, 2019, he was literally on the sidelines for a while, like getting his back stretched out. Someone literally picked him up like this and went forward and he arched his back. Like he played for the you know.
Yeah.
And when you look at him walk now, like his legs, his knees, and his ankles, they're totally off.
He literally gave his head to win that title.
Yeah, really worried. I never forgot that.
Yeah.
Questionable whether it should have been stricter card or not, but
If the match had gone differently, I think we would have had a different opinion.
I agree. If we lost, we would have had the set on a spike.
I mean, you know the saying goes, Eintracht Villa.
Yeah.
If you take your Eintracht glasses on,
Yeah.
you know, like if they, I can't remember whoever fouled him, gets a red card. What's that? 6th minute, 8th minute. I mean, it's in the first 15, right?
Yeah, it was very, very close.
Yeah, it was early on. I mean, that would determine the outcome of the match. As a football fan, that would have been a harsh call.
For sure.
Still a red card.
Yeah, he did. Just getting started. We got hours to go. This is
Man, I hope half of us make it to the game. Holy cow. They can just sit here and watch it.
I love it.
No, we're going.
We're gonna be there.
Yeah.
So Matt, last one. What are you drinking now?
I'm drinking Francisco.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It's still a little early. I like to start the day with a nice breakfast beer to get going.
Lay a foundation of wheat and then go from there.
Unlike most of the people here, I'm not hungover, so I'm like,
Why is everyone looking at me with that?
Ask that bachelorette party, brother.
He was playing Dance Dance Revolution at the game.
We gotta look at the Philadelphia CCTV cameras for that.
John in particular, he's here to defend himself.
I need that in this stream right now. It's on the internet. It's there forever.
John was huggy lovey and ready to fight at the same time. I was like,
So what's up next for Washington D.C.? I know the bar we were going to before closed down. Still looking for a new spot.
got a couple spots, of course, family obligations,
Yeah.
game schedule,
Always busy.
always a factor.
Life's a bitch, isn't
Don't keep saying that. So we have a watch party not announced yet for the home opener, season opener.
Well, it's announced now.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
got
it.
that.
Yeah.
And my goal of finding every Eintracht fan and the larger DC DMV area is still in effect. That's my ultimate goal. So when we say what's next is finding every stone, trying to find every possible
Love it.
fan, whether you live there, work there, you're here for work, whether you're stationed there, your family comes to there, you know,
And
they like the colors, whatever, you know, that's my goal in the end, is to find every
That's a really important part of it too, because DC is a city. A lot of people go there on vacation. You know, they go there for business. That's kind of what the EFCs are for. Reach out when you're in town. And let's get together. Let's have a drink. I mean, when I traveled through, I met up with you. Frankfurt wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, let's go have a beer. And that's the community that's been built here in the States, and it's only getting bigger. And I think that's really cool.
But it takes time. I mean,
It's a lot of work.
I was driving around the monument in my work truck, and I saw the Eintracht fans, and I yelled at them. My apprentice was like, "How did you even see that?" I said, "Legal activity." I mean, pulled a U-turn, and they had. I didn't have to pull a U-turn and come around. They had already lost in the stars.
You scared
I was
the
gonna-
shit out of them.
I yelled at church, and I got stickers in my work truck. You know what I mean? It's friendly enough. I'm trying to give them some DC stickers for the lost.
Have you thought of standing in front of like the German embassy with just a great flag and be like, hey, I'm going game this weekend and I know it's fine.
No, the German embassy's like too far, like off the residential area, but you know, down by the monuments, you get on tourists down there. It's just pretty stickers up down there. Also around the soccer stadium, decent old stadium.
Well, hit on Matt. Get one of Matt's really cool EFC DC scarves. Get some stickers from Matt. Really cool branding. I love what you're doing. The new record scarf. I want to show that stuff. That's a good look.
Red, black, white, eagle.
Let's owe Matt some money.
1997 inspired from the 1997 jersey inspired scarf. Also seen it's out there the nice Tifo gear, the wave block, took the whole corner like a triangle. Not a popular season by Bundesliga standards, but a very popular design.
Love it.
Go get your scarves and go to DC.
Hey, Matt, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Cool, it's fun.
Yeah.
Look forward to that kid episode. I know you'll be on that.
We'll see about that.
I'm gonna have to study that.
Leader of them all. So this is cool. You're not fooling us.
So, Tom needs no introduction. We might need a higher camera. Yeah, we got it. Tom needs no introduction. Founder, EFC New York. Obviously, co-founder. I apologize. I set up with my co-founder in the team hotel lobby. So, shout out to Connie. Made the trip all the way to family vacation. That's incredible. So, you've been on a lot of these Frankfurt tours over the years. Talk about how it's grown and how.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever think it could get to where we are today?
No. I just met, going around doing my things, right? And introduce myself to people as the community manager role, the title that I'm having.
You're the most popular like international book stop ever, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just more people from Boston, more people from New York, and actually 3 more people from Boston, and that's for whatever it is, he's having to get going. So, but yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't there in 2017. I was in Cleveland working trying to get gold medals, medal club, and obviously we were in Columbus, and it was like my first time doing that stuff, and I was like, in Boston, I know these things. I was ready to like rent a car and go overnight just to drive, but I said no problem. I've been there ever since, so it's good. Yeah, we were talking earlier about the organic growth into NFL. We're not one of the bigger name clubs that people buy the jerseys for and then they sit in the closet. The people that are here really wear the club on the sleeve, sometimes off the skin. I mean, it's a part of the identity of the Eintracht fan base. It's more than just structure, it's part of who you are. And I think that's part of what this group has done in the last couple of years during these 2 tours is really show that it's a year-round deal. You know, these are preseason friendlies, so the hope is everyone stays safe. But there are American-based fans. This is when you don't get a league match or a Pokal. This is really it. And I think it's cool how much. We'll see. I'm not a fan of that, but I think it's cool how the players.
Don't read into that. There's nothing to that.
Strike.
I have no information.
Yeah, I think it's cool how the players are trying to be here. They know how big of a deal it is for us, and what yourself as a community manager and help has done to reach out. The growth is, and the organization has really just been a lot. Well, you've discussed personally offline, and you know, there's room for improvement, and that's part of my role.
What is the price experience for the player?
I've worked for soccer teams before, so I don't look to engage with the players, so to say. It's kind of like a big club to me, and so I try to respect that. I was, aside from someone like Timmy, I'm quite a accent on approach, and it's not a language thing. It's just players right there that don't respect their skills, and I don't, as much as I am a fanboy, I have to quell that a little bit and keep it down. That's why we put Matt in the building.
Yeah, that one. I'm too honest and too grown.
But yeah, I mean, I think in general, obviously the players, for the most part, are here last year. To be honest, with players, so I think they could see the commitment. So this year we launched you assisted in launching a EFC Chicago, Kentucky's coming up, some others. Their probationary periods. Where are we going next? Well, Boston is sort of a typically we made this started well. Something process to do it is training camp. I think I'm in with flying a couple of people in Atlanta, Madison, wherever, and I spend too much time with social media, but. With good reason, because we used to do it. I want to get it reinstated. We used to do a post on match day. Okay, Eagles, where in the world are you watching? Yes. And I would flag those because it would be Atlanta, it would be Detroit, Michigan, it would be New York or whatever. And I would flag those, and then we got 3 Michigan now or whatever the case might be. And Army might have somebody, and then I would try to put people together, whether on a Facebook group or WhatsApp chat. That's really how this kind of. It's really not easy to find them, but once you do, they identify themselves. And it's just a matter, I had hope we would get like we didn't know. I had heard a rumor that we might be coming to Nashville this summer. So I just last year I created a WhatsApp chat for I called it Prospective EFC, Louisville, Kentucky, and like let's see where this goes. And the chance that we're looking at, that's kind of inform where we go. But that was a hint that I got, and I was like, okay, well that's cool. Let's see if we get that going. And that chat has been actually for a while. From that, now has really birthed my. There's Kentucky shout out to Ben Jackie for is and work on that. Of course, we'll set it up all the time. Spending that so that's kind of that's kind of it's not a science. It's kind of being a little diligent, let's say.
Oh, if anyone wants to start an EFC, should we talk about that process? Because we're about to go into
I
school.
don't know what it starts over.
Oh, nice.
Because Wolf is not in
What do we call that?
anymore. Oh, you have gotten close.
Oh yeah. The start line.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, well, so there's a website. The big level they have the process has changed in 2022 since I filed application. It was paper, you signed it, and scanned it, you submitted it. It's all digital now, and on and off. There's been some glitches here and there. Yes, this is like at the top of my list really. To improve that process and make it a little bit communication a little bit easier and better. It is online, covering it, even in English. There's like I said,
It's been a long time coming, but
Kentucky, it's a program to go on. And this is on my list, top of my list, really to let's make it easier to grow.
well, certainly we appreciate everything you do in the Eintracht community here in the States. And it's only getting bigger, it's only getting better. You got a lot of socializing. You're probably the most famous person in the building, Colin.
Yeah. But we appreciate everything you do for us and everything like that.
You guys keep the
We're all one big family.
We have a little platform. But,
Yeah, we got there.
I heard Mark Padro's going to show up. Where are you, Mark?
Where are you, Mark?
Still waiting. Still time to get here.
Thank you, Tom.
You guys, keep working. EFC, Michigan.
Oh, I got a graphic for that too.
EFC hostess.
So we hit our numbers. We plan to file paperwork for EFC Michigan in a couple weeks, and there's just some really cool
Close to that. Wow. Breaking news.
Can't wait. Good. Morning.
Oh, next.
Next in line.
Thank you, Tom.
It's like meeting your legend heroes, you know. It's
It's like just the appreciation, like taking part in. Awesome. What's up, boys?
Hey, how you doing? We even got your name down. How about that?
So you even spelled it right.
I had to do it.
What's my pros?
So my next guest, Doug Hager, owner, right? Of Brauhaus Schmitz.
The one and only, yeah.
Tell us a bit about the restaurant.
Brauhaus Schmitz, Philadelphia, beer hall. Been here for 16 years, 2009. We claim to have the world's largest different beer selection of 34 different beers. You never see that for every anybody in the United States, so that's doing that. So today we're trying some pasta. Right? So,
On tap.
three different kinds of pasta.
I've had more this week than I've had in the last 5 years combined.
I had one Klossman earlier, and I had to stop myself because I knew I'd just keep going and going and going. And I want to remember the game today. So yeah, well, it's breakfast beer too. You know, you gotta get your fruits in with the energy to go with this. So we are.
So you guys run a bus here as well, right?
Yeah, we've been running buses. We've been season ticket holders for the Union since the first year. That first year, we tried different ways to get to the stadium. They all sucked. So I was like, somebody can run a bus. We've been running the bus out of the stadium since then. But yeah, today it's fun to have a bunch of Germans on the bus.
The Union fans seem really excited for this, and the ones we talk to, it means a lot. It's a program, but it's also a competitive measuring stick for them to do.
Yeah, and especially today, a lot of the younger guys will get to play, and to be able to go up against a team like Eintracht, world famous Eintracht Frankfurt, it's cool to be special for them. It's cool that Paxton's back with the team. He gets to come back and play in front of his family. I'm assuming Paxton's going to get the quality time today. And yeah, this whole sister city thing between Philly and Frankfurt's really cool. And who knows, maybe we'll see some transfers coming to the Union now. Maybe we get Ghost to come play for the Union. But,
I think we're not going to make an appearance today.
but yeah, it's super exciting, and you guys know we had a team here the other day. And it's good.
I mean, you're a hospitality, you're in first class, so I thought we drank to dog die last night. We had a little discussion about the shots earlier. Yeah, we appreciate your hospitality.
I had to put out emergency SOS to get last hazelnut snaps in, so that's on the way. We'll get here from the bus. There'll be some when we get back from the game.
I have no idea how I survived all that. This is our first class operation here, Doug. We appreciate you. When you're in Philadelphia, South Street, what's your address here?
718 South Street.
Stop by, see Doug, wear your Eintracht colors. Can't beat it. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. One more. All right, have fun. Awesome.
I don't know where to go from here.
No, it's a getting loud, it's getting rallies, and chants. I mean, drinks are clearly it's a little interview with the Schmitz.
He's looking like the Blues Brothers here.
So, what are you doing around there? What are you talking to? Sports shows. I'm going to some Germany and so I think it's people need to do it.
Let's listen in.
Yeah,
This is your guys' event, and I just want to say hello. Frankfurt, good me back from USA. I just want to welcome you all here, and for the cameras, they would like to hear us sing. That's in what I wrote.
Well, we have a little bit microphone out here. We need to smell them. We need to smell them. We'll be right back.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Herzen von Europa liegt ein Frankfurt am Main. Die Bundesliga gibt sich hier darauf einstellig ein. Gibt es eine Eintracht, die spielt Fußball ganz famos. Und wenn sie nicht nur am Main stand, dann auf der ganzen Welt. Und wenn sie gewinnt im Waldstadion, dann ist die Stimmung groß. Eintracht vom Main, nur du sollst heute siegen. Eintracht vom Main, weil wir dich alle lieben. Schieß noch ein Tor, den Gegner in den Kasten ein. Jeder wird sagen, ohne zu fragen, in dieser schönen Stadt am Main. Eintracht aus Frankfurt, du schaffst es wieder, deutscher Meister zu sein. Und der andere
Second, I'm gonna be singing the second verse. Like, come on now.
I would have never said, let's go Eintracht. I think that was on me, guys.
That's a great intermission right there.
Yeah, so sorry for watching or listen to our
And if anything, I should have stood up with us.
You know, my German is so bad, but I know every fucking word of
Yeah,
that.
my German, you know what each word means?
Nine.
I was just saying, my German is literally the actual Eintracht. It's the only German I speak.
No, it was so funny. So I work a second job as a waiter, and I was shooting these two guys from Hamburg, like straight off the boat from Hamburg, and everything like that. And I was speaking German to them. They both looked at me and was like, Roger, speak English. I'm like, what? I thought I was doing good. I was confident. So, like, nah, yeah, I just want to fuck my English. I felt so distinct. Yeah. Oh, man.
What else we got going on?
There's a lot of you guys specialists. So,
We had Tom here, we had Doug here, just like
some incredible figures of contract. Obviously, Tom is amazing. Being at it, connecting everything together, and now within the picture, it's a wonderful show.
Matt, we got a comment on her there.
What's up in the beard? What's wrong?
The way you're looking at
We like your bun.
Nice bun. Thank you. I'm rocking up. But no, Tom is really like, besides having bossy red, like it's not the second most famous fan in like in the U.S. market, there's different attention to soccer, all that kind of stuff. It's all perfect time. It's a dream job.
Yeah.
All of it. You know, in any capacity. And
And it's that connection he has with us here in the States. He really works his ass off to keep everyone involved and communicating and facilitating that discussion.
because you're so it's ridiculous.
Tom was one of the first people I met to studio, and it's clear from the start how much love he put into building up the group. It's and of course we had Matt on here earlier as well. And actually, big shout out to him. You know, our he's done a great job there. Angie always talking about social media. She's always posting on there. It's funny, it's actually. So, yeah, it's good. You know, our presence here in the US is so fun to see it. Seeing the track, I was expecting to be something. You know, feeling of this line. I don't think every single city is going to be taken.
Yeah, it brings us out.
Every room taken.
And it's been like this every night in every city we've been in now, from Louisville to here. It's like we all took time off work or time and money out of our weekend to be here for Breaches and Vermi. I don't know, that says a lot.
Yeah, that shows a lot. Like, this is really good series to see our team and watching the TV for so long.
You could sit at home and watch on ESPN Plus, where the beer is cheaper. Actually, Doug takes good things.
Florida City, it's not too bad. You know, it could be a lot worse.
But I mean, the beer is cheaper. I mean, the bathrooms will be convenient. But to put your time and your money into following the club in your preseason training camp is a big deal. And I think that's important to remember for everybody here.
That biggest reason why the Frankfurt fans is reactions.
Yeah.
It's not because of the soccer play. It's well, for 10 minutes, it's not because of the soccer play. You know what I mean? Like,
Depends on the year.
Yeah. But it shows like it's all like community. Like, yeah, we love this team because we all love it together. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about the team that got us, that touched our heart, and we found that way, and we're riding that way.
The stories are all unique. Everyone has a different story on how they got
You know, it's the same person. It's incredible. That's how you like all get along. Like that's the beauty of sports right there. That I feel like you put all the bullshit out of the way. That's the beauty of sports.
So let's talk Sean for a few more minutes before we got to cut this off and get down to the stadium where there will be another tailgate. I'm so exhausted from the Louisville tailgate still. My car smells like beer. And we're doing it all over again. So if you're headed down to South Philly, to Chester for the match today, we'll be under the bridge, literally under the bridge at the boat launch. Beer, pizza, pizza. Definitely beer
as well.
There you go.
Kicking around.
Yeah. It's not into the river. Don't put that in the river. I'm gonna make you swim out there.
That's fine. I can swim.
Get it out of the
Gasinovich. He puts it up on the bridge. So let's talk shop here for a few more minutes. This club this season, what's the ceiling? What's the floor? Where do you think the realistic is?
I mean, ceiling is where the finish is, right? That's and nowadays we are almost nothing. It's not honestly, but the possibility is that it's going to take a few more years to continually making champions and getting that kind of money in order to really invest to compete for that. But the ceiling is there. It's still possible. I mean, we saw 11% today. We know, but I know down here for I can take it. It's fun. The floor I would say would be. I think we make it on a team. Like we're probably losing around the 16. I think we get through the match. It's going to be cool. It's going to I wouldn't be surprised if we go angry.
We're kind of due for that.
Yeah, no, exactly. It happens every like other year. And in terms of the match, we go. If we get to that, it feels weird to say, right? I think that.
I can agree with you. I think any certain competition, they be a success about the competition. They almost I mean, we've had so many big transfers, and we've rebounded pretty damn well. Whether it's the Bundesliga, the Baseball, the local league. I mean, what the local league is fucking 10 bucks. You know what I mean? Like, and we lost
11.
Yeah, exactly. So
We gave up on the league to win that.
exactly.
But we should have more depth now. We don't have to pick one competition or the other. And so I put in a little bit of both, but I think we can get there.
I agree, and I think definitely top four in the city. Even with TK gone, all of that, we still have a long transfer window still from August and over to September. So we still have time to make some big signings there. But part now, the fucking solid number 5. So that side is just, Chicago Washington going to continue to go there. Mets are going to continue to be like solid, nice little mix. There's a defense going to be there as well. So I think top 4 for sure is doable. I would like to get out of there around 16 and go to the round of 8 because we can play in the round of 16. That's the one.
That whole one red cover was what I was thinking about. Because we had 10.
Oh,
I would talk about this before you laugh.
yeah. No. I think I hate to say it, but we do. I hate to say it, but too.
And another I don't know. So
We don't know what we're talking about.
as Eric is whatever Ashley doesn't know. So I guess we're a little bit of Cal getting relegated and not making touch for the World Champions.
I love this goal.
You know what? I want to see what we're doing in this transfer window. because honestly, see where we go. They can happen at the end of December, and we have to land with those. We're not ready to finish. We need to now. But I think we can. And Mark Stokes has done everything right now. There's no reason to continue as for we're going to get it. And there's still questions about we expect it. We need some people but we have every reason to trust the process going to because we've done so far. And I think I'm going to say we get out of the group without seeing the group and we know what.
Face.
I don't. Yeah.
Last year, we sat on it by like 2 minutes. I think and they got to go to the 22 years. And
By the way, where are you with the new layout? Now that we've seen it last year in your local league, do you like this? I like seeing this.
I like it. Well, I think that both, yes, you get to see more play, like 8, Richard looks for 6 better. I also think that makes it more. It's probably advantages the it does make it more fair in terms of like how so I think I like it.
I like the idea of there's that and spreading out. The same. How do you have that? But I think 8 or so matches against different clubs. Really, it's more fun.
I agree. I think it's the diversity of this is the kind of like last year thing. It's like, hey, we just gotta have my top beat them and bring it on top. I like how it's like, yeah, like we could lose 3 games, but another team 3 games is really different. You still have a chance against. So I think what they're going to do is the major success this year. I think they're going to continue that kind of trajectory. And then kind of each game is like, hey, we have to play Barcelona or Juve, whatever it is. It's not a hey, and we have a chance to be so I think it's especially the fans.
It levels it out a little bit. There's no more truth of that.
Right.
That's what I mean. This makes it.
I love being in a group with Barcelona, you and Tottenham, like now what can we do?
Because of a last second goal against their sake. You can also say how about the local drop down into how that. That's another thing
Yeah.
So you were just aiming for
Every year after years, bigger keep winning. The only reason they got was the smallest people experience in your success.
Yeah.
And it's totally bad.
And we're in the show. it's the same thing. So hopefully the same thing.
Yeah, I wish there wasn't a Europa League to find. I think that's the one. Got from Europa League.
No. And actually, yeah. No way. But I think we see some of those.
The kid behind you.
Oh, the goblet, dude! I know.
He's out of the way. No,
I know.
we love the kid.
Yeah.
So I was really able to play.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm a son of they kicked me out. I was wearing it. Yeah, fuck me up. We want 36. Where you guys at?
What are your better?
I don't make it 136.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yes. Yeah, let's do this again.
Hello?
Christian, Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sitting down with us. Please. So I was going to do here. Quite something. So Christian has done a lot the last couple of years. I'm sure in March. Putting everything around so that really just and you were limitations is just it is you remember you to remember us you guys to focus on this. We're always running that's what so it's really amazing. Thank you. Very welcome. Let's take the big money media and sponsorship. Over here is just everybody's it's no big deal. We need some with all guy over here. 1 year and then everybody and stuff like that. And you have some to explain. Very little. A lot of things. Thanks for it's a huge operation we're doing here. We always have to talk with everybody else. So yeah, it's busy, but I have a lot of time. That's probably wonderful. That's
So, from the fans' perspective, we love a lot of stuff like that. But what was the players' feedback? What's Diego's feedback? What's the player? Something in the last, like,
Oh, I know you put me on the spot. I guess hopefully I would have to no chance today. So from everything I've heard, I loved it. The facilities are great. It was great. But yeah.
well, we still think they love to hear that's what they keep doing that. So we just want to make sure that they are preparing up for the season and everything like that.
Sit down. It was whole experience from the window to here has been fantastic. So, we're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah. We appreciate your time, your energy, and I know it's just your job, but to us, it's like our summer vacation is built on this. So, we appreciate it.
Not very quick. It's not. It is my job, but not just my job. There is a lot of passion in it. Otherwise, I can't do that.
That's right.
But so great to see you guys. So great to see you so far away from home.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Look at yours empty.
I know.
It's time to cut this off and
Yeah. I think we have a good opening here.
get another beer. We gotta stay like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you're in Philadelphia, stadium will be under the bridge. Remember the
And if you haven't bought tickets yet, they're not that expensive. They're literally still $20 right now to get a ticket. So, no free ads. Yeah, take like $24. Get your tickets, guys. Yeah.
yeah.
I think it was around that though, right? For the tickets. Yeah.
What do you got for signing up?
I think Frankfurt's going to win this game 1. You know what I care about though? That guys shuts out well, signing center back. So then we have a center back. That was very fun to see this.
So I'm gonna put my daughter on this video. Who's your favorite player? What do you think the score in today's game is going to be? 3-1. I'll take 3-1. Similar to some of the guys.
If I'm going to give a prediction, so I'm giving Philadelphia in the win. I'll take that hat right away. I'm just realistically, I think we'll just.
I'm gonna go with 3-1. I mean, first of all, she's smarter than me, so no, I think 3-1 is keep everybody healthy. And I see where things fall into place in the next couple of weeks. Guys can get rested, get on the stand.
We're Philadelphia boys.
So that's it for us here from Brauhaus Schmitz. We really appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in here or watching the replay. This has been a unique thing for us. We've never done a live like this, but I think we're gonna do it again. Matt, well, don't be a stranger.
I'm not even doing all this.
I'm back every week.
All right, that's all we got for you. Go replay your beer. Enjoy today's match. We will talk to you in the recap next week. Cheers.
Hey Eintracht Frankfurt, la 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 la. Hey Eintracht Frankfurt, la 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 la.